Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm Platter series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. This isn't what I was originally aiming for, but screw it. We'll get to it anyway. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, oh yeah, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my Bloodywood shirt. Love this shirt. From their 9-inch non-tour, which I love so much. What the hell is Bloodywood? Bloodywood is a band from India. They have sort of dubbed themselves as like Indian street metal or folk metal. They've had like, basically what it comes down to in terms of like actual styling. They're basically a nu metal band. Like they incorporate a mix of sort of rap vocals and harsh vocals, as well as clean vocals as well. But the cool thing is they go over there and they add in traditional Indian instrumentation. And you saw things like that, even during the nu metal days. Bands like Sepultura and stuff like that, would include sort of, more regional instrumentation elements to it. But I got into these guys fairly early on to their whole stuff, and I've been a huge fan ever since. I've been fortunate enough, I've seen them live a few times. I actually have videos of said performances on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're incredible. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why was it not what I was aiming for? Well, because I'd seen a thing, and I don't remember what the hell it was now, but I know it wasn't on the menu when I went there. I decided to go out to Dunkin', because I'd seen something, it was talking about some, like, celebrity collaboration or some shit for some drink. And I was like, that seems neat. But Dunkin' by me didn't have it yet, but they did have a new drink, and it happens to be, it's Boom! Yeah, the lighting is terrible. What the hell is this? This is their Lava Cake Signature Iced Latte. Ooh, Lava Cake Signature Iced Latte. Can we get a thing that looks even slightly okay? I feel like this is going to be as good as we can get. Yeah. It looks like this, and we're going to go, ha, 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 ha. Let's go ahead and let's try it out. I parked in a terrible spot for the lighting. Didn't think it would be that bad, but it is. Ooh, chocolatey. That's really nice. It kind of tastes like chocolate milk. Yeah. Yeah, that is like a nice kind of chocolate milk with sort of a slight coffee edge to it. That's the flavor I'm getting from this. Okay, cool, man. I like chocolate milk. Yeah, whatever chocolate flavor they're using, it's really nice. Like it really does kind of, it has a little bit of depth to it. And having the coffee as part of it definitely adds to that. Obviously coffee and chocolate work well together. But in something like this, where I would say it feels to me a little bit more chocolate forward, it's cool to have that chocolate, or to have that coffee kind of accentuate the elements of the chocolate. So you do get like a little bit of a bitterness from the coffee, but it sort of works with the bitterness from the chocolate, and it just kind of gives it like a deeper, more rich taste to it. And it really does bring me back to, my days of, being in elementary school, going there and buying myself a chocolate milk, from the cafeteria. It really does, like, it hits on some, like, nostalgia level to me. But at the same time, having a little bit more depth, having a little bit more complexity. And mind you, I'm not saying it tastes like it's a 1-to-1 with chocolate milk or anything. That's definitely where my brain goes. But I actually really like the way that this tastes. Like, it manages, with Dunkin', especially with, like, their signature drinks and stuff, it can be sort of a battle between, like, is it a real coffee drink or is it basically a dessert drink? At a glance, I mean, hell, this one's named after a dessert. It would seem more like that, but at the end of the day, the only thing about it that's somewhat dessertish really is that chocolate aspect. Like, it's not an overly sweet drink or anything like that. You know, you got the whipped cream and stuff. But for me, it's not, it doesn't, I'm trying to think of the best way to word this. Like, compared to some of the other drinks that I've had from them, and by the way, I have an entire playlist called Dunkin' Reviews. So, like, if you want to see my take on anything Dunkin' related, feel free to check out that playlist. But compared to some of the drinks that I've had from them, where it was like, almost sickeningly sweet, or, just like, again, definitely fell more in that dessert category. This, I mean, aside from the chocolate milk taste a little bit, it tastes really nice, and, like, it doesn't taste entirely just goofy and gimmicky. I would honestly say that in terms of, like, signature drinks I've had from Dunkin', at least recently, this is probably one of the better ones that I've had. But again, I'm going off of Tiny Brandon drinking cartons of chocolate milk. No, that's really good. Two questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with yes and yes. I think that, honestly, for me, this hits perfectly. I'm somebody who, like, I'm not a big coffee guy, but, like, if you put enough crap in it, where I don't taste the coffee as much, I'm typically a fan. And in a case like this, I think it works nicely because, again, it does have sort of a chocolate milk thing, but then you do have the coffee aspect of it that is still there, still recognizable, but just working with everything. Again, just giving it more depth and more richness. And I really like that. Like, I think that's a really nice flavor combo. And if I'm recommending it, like, again, I would, if we're talking serious drinks versus dessert drink, it definitely sways slightly in the dessert drink category. But, if you're okay with, like, mocha lattes or what the fuck ever, like, this isn't entirely far off from that. And I would honestly recommend this to kind of anybody who has any of those, like, those fond memories of drinking chocolate milk back when they were younger, or even still now. Like, I don't still drink chocolate milk occasionally now. I 100% do. Because it definitely hits on that level. And honestly, like, I just think it's a nice tasting coffee drink, I can 100% get behind this. It doesn't have a lot of complexity or anything like that, but fuck it, it doesn't need to. It tastes like chocolate milk. This actually, I have a friend. Yeah, I gotta tell my buddy Joe about this. Because he likes coffee, but he loves chocolate milk. So I gotta fucking let him know about this. He will crap his pants. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, spanish rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly chocolate milk-tastic rest of your life. Because, fuck you. Chocolate milk is delicious. Unless you're, like, lactose intolerant, or even if you just don't like it. That's fine, too. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, when you were a kid, did you ever go over there and get the cartons of, the little baby cartons of chocolate milk? I remember one year, my elementary school, they had a thing where you could go over there, because you would get one as part of your school lunch, right? You got to choose if you wanted whole milk or chocolate milk or what have you. You always got chocolate milk unless you want to be talked about. But they would also have like a little like desk set up off to the side where you would have like a little basket where you could go over there and collect money, and then you would have like your own little setup of, different milks and stuff. And if kids wanted an extra milk, they could go over there and buy an extra milk. And I remember I did that a couple times, and I had fun doing it because, like, not only was it cool that I could just kind of like sit there and just, do the thing, but on top of that, I'm not gonna lie, I would kind of scam kids a little bit. I'd go over there and be like, nah, they raised the price. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's 75 cents now, not 50 cents. Oh, man. And then I'd totally pocket the fucking 25 cents. I was a crafty little kid. I'm not a crafty adult, though, so didn't help me. Anyway, bye.